When we analyze the recent events in Jerusalem in depth, we are confronted with a panorama that goes beyond the ordinary. We say, these are not just natural disasters, but something much more sinister and fascinating. The Holy Land of Jerusalem is shaking violently, and the fist-sized degree and floods are a constant threat. We are witnessing the emergence of a new trinity of terror, in which verses. Nature seems to lose its balance in a matter of seconds and also turns into swarms of locusts in a matter of moments. MCs devour entire fields and witness a catastrophe of biblical proportions. But there are also more subtle but no less serious dangers lurking from disease-carrying insects that pose an insidious threat to the fabric of society, while some consider opening the gates. The building of the Third Temple is seen by some as a heavenly blessing after the destruction of its predecessors, while others see the initiative as a warning sign of troubled times ahead for Christians. The building of the Third Temple in Jerusalem. It is more than a mere architectural manifestation, it is a prophetic realization of transcendent significance. It symbolizes not only but also the long-awaited return of Jesus. However, the road to the completion of this temple is paved with religious tensions, particularly because of its controversial location on the Dome of the Rock, a sacred site also claimed by Muslims. This conflict between sacred and geopolitical interests casts a shadow on the horizon, approaching a pivotal moment in history when ancient prophecies could become a haunting. After a long wait, there were finally signs of the Third Temple being built, bringing with it a mixture of joy and anticipation. But before this moment could be celebrated to the full, a series of unexpected events occurred that took everyone involved by surprise. Jerusalem was hit by torrential rain and a devastating earthquake, the damage of which spread as far as Turkey and Syria. The shaken city, the damage to the Dome of the Rock. During these floods, Muslims were constantly worried about this holy site. Lightning pierced the sky in the top of the dome. Vs. Re. In addition, the simultaneous earthquake posed a significant threat to the safety of the dome. Media reports have reported incidents in which a ceramic tile from an area approximately 20 kilometers from the interior of the Alexander Mosque, the grey dome rim of the Kronberg, fell. Stones also broke off a pillar next to the Gate of the Prophets, also known as the Double Gate, one of the permanently closed gates along the southern wall. In addition, an event occurred that will shape both the analogy and the discourse of the present. Jerusalem, a city where the echo of the past reverberates with every breath. Echoes with every breath, has become the epicenter of extraordinary events. It seems as if every corner of the ancient city holds an ancient history ready to unfold in new chapters. As the tension and events escalate, it is as if we are witnessing the fulfillment of ancient prophecies in our time. We are living in very difficult times today where prophecies are being fulfilled, but many are not aware of what is happening in the world. That is why I have made my digital book, Bible Prophecies, Revealing the End Times, available for download. On the first pinned commentary, this book will help you unravel all the mysteries of Bible prophecies that will change your life. Click on the first pinned commentary as we have very few units and it will be deleted. Click now and get your book in digital format. The recordings show what many have interpreted as celestial trumpet sounds echoing across the sky. And the images, supposedly showing the image of Jesus amidst the clouds, spread quickly. Alarmed, a legion arrived, not of armed warriors, but of locusts, awakened from a 2-decade slumber as these creatures ascended into the sky. They gathered in a huge cloud that obscured the sun and appeared as a reminder of the biblical calamities of the past. This was not a scene made up by the scriptwriters, but the stark reality of what is happening in Israel in 2024, defined by an event so rare that its impact is beyond the memory of the living. The appearance of swarms of locusts in Jerusalem has led to discussions about divine signs. Many people interpreted it as a modern manifestation of miracles and omens described in sacred texts. These events are reminiscent of the extraordinary channeling of the Magi, or of the pillar of fire that showed the Israelites the way, evoking memories of a time when the deity intervened in the destinies of the nations. They are powerful symbols that captivate the minds of those who see in them an indication of a profound spiritual transformation. But behind their fascination and mystery lies a call for vigilance and readiness. The earthquakes and unrest predicted in apocalyptic visions have been symbolically associated with the tangible results of natural disasters, political instability and ecological decline. While nations may not physically collapse and the sea may not literally boil over, these trials are a reminder of the Earth's vulnerability and humanity's responsibility to care for it. Israel's arid landscape, especially in the normally dormant insects can become overpowering under certain circumstances. Rain after a drought and heat accelerate their development. All these factors lead to the awakening of a latent threat. In our time, this phenomenon is observed with a mixture of scientific knowledge and the unpredictable power of nature, while the waters of the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, which we have already mentioned in our analysis of water problems in the region, further complicate the current situation. These rivers, once the backbone of ancient civilizations, now reflect a changing landscape, contributing to regional instability, exacerbating water scarcity and upsetting the fragile political balance. These changes could indirectly affect Israel's security and humanitarian efforts and pose unexpected challenges to society as agricultural productivity declines. And the economy is struggling in this changing landscape. The teachings of Jesus are a stark reminder and warning of the conflict, upheaval and adversity he foretold as a sign of his eventual return. Before we delve deeper into the journey, let me share an important realization with you. Israel is like a treasure chest of history, reminiscent of the ancient stories of medieval knights, filled with tales that weave together countless millennia, legends, stories and spiritual meanings. This sacred land has witnessed the entire journey of human existence, from the monumental events recorded in the Bible, to epic conflicts between civilizations and much more. It is a realm where every stone echoes the stories of ancient times, where ancient structures hold the secrets of antiquity and where the air vibrates with mystery. In the remarkable accounts of the miraculous parting of the Red Sea and in the astonishing stories of the prophets and their miracles, this land becomes the scene of divine intervention in a mystical aura. A profound revelation emerges around Israel. A supernatural entity transcends time. It is not just a memory of times past, but a living reality in which the mystical and the spiritual are still interwoven in our modern times. Think, for example, of the fascinating incident that took place over Jerusalem earlier this year. It becomes even more surprising when you hear this news about the Dome of the Rock, a revered symbol of the city. The heavy rains and earthquake that devastated Turkey and Syria were also felt in the city. The damage to the Dome of the Rock during this terrible storm caused worshippers to constantly worry about this holy site. Lightning struck the top of the dome and illuminated the entire area. In addition, an earthquake shook the region at the same time, posing a significant safety risk. The dome, a ceramic tile about 20 u. From the inside, Mecca acts a grey dome-shaped mountain. Stones also broke away from the pillar next to the Gate of the Prophets, also known as the Double Gate, one of the permanently closed gates, along the southern wall. Despite the devastating effects of these incidents, one indisputable fact remains: this event sparked great curiosity and debate throughout the city. This event was a concrete sign of the return of Jesus. Are we getting closer to God's promised return? Will he return to this holy land? Earthquakes, seismic disturbances that shake the surface of the earth, can cause a deep sense of fear and vulnerability when the ground we rely on suddenly becomes treacherous. It can shake